Okay, so question number 2, find the volume and surface area of the square-based pyramid. So this is a good question. We're gonna mix both volume and surface area here. All right, we start with the height of the pyramid. So how do we find the height? Well, the height means right here, draw it. So right here, straight down, doesn't it? So that is the height of the whole pyramid. So what is the height, h, the height of the pyramid? How am I going to actually find the height of the pyramid? I think you can see it. It's a right triangle, isn't it? And this bottom part right here, this must be 12, right? Right there, because it's half. Remember, height of anything starts from the very top and goes straight down to the ground. Just like if you wanted to measure your height, you'd have to go straight down to the ground, right? So it goes right to the middle of the pyramid. So that's the middle, which means it's half of the 24. See how I got that? So I just took the 24 and I divided by 2 to get to 12, right? Because it's right in the middle. This spot hits right in the middle. That's what height is. It goes straight down to the middle. So that's 12. So then I've got my little Pythagorean theorem thing, right? We're to find this height, I'll just bring this triangle over here. It's a squared plus b squared is c squared. So this is the a, this is the b, and this is the c. Remember, the c is always the side across from the right angle. It's the longest side. Whenever you do the Pythagorean theorem, the a squared plus b squared is c squared. The c is the longest side across from the right angle. Okay, so I think you know that pretty well by now. 12 squared plus h squared is 33 squared. All right, a squared, b squared, c squared. So that's 144 h squared. What is 33 squared? Hit the buttons. I'm getting 1089. All right. Subtract 144. And I get squared. I'm getting 945 and then root it. And so that height is 30 point, they want 4 decimal places. 74085. So we're going to cut it right there. It's a 5, so that means round that up. So I get 30.7409, don't we? 30.7409, rounded to 4 decimal places. Good deal. We got the height of the pyramid. All right, next question. I have a whole battery of questions here for us. The area of the base of the pyramid. Okay, so the base is, it says right here, square based. So the base is a square. So therefore, if this side is 24, then the other side is also 24. It's a square. So that's pretty easy. That's just going to be 24 times 24, right? Because it's just one side times the other. And it's 576. So again, you can enter one answer at a time. So that'll make life a lot easier for you. Go ahead and put in one answer and then submit. Put in the next answer and submit. Remember, it won't wreck your chances. You get 3 options for each blank. So submitting one blank doesn't affect your chances for the other blanks. It's all good. It's a very user-friendly homework system. All right, next, lateral surface area. Now that's really a new word for us. I haven't used that word in any situations before. So let me explain what in the world that's talking about. Lateral means sides, not top and bottom. So it means sides, not bases is really technically what it means. It means sides, not bases. So not the top or the bottom. In this case, not the bottom, right? Not the bottom. So that's what it is. Whenever they say find the lateral surface area, they mean find the sides. Don't include the top or the bottom. Don't include the bases. That's what lateral means. Okay. So how many sides are there on this pyramid? Do we see how many sides there are? Everybody see there's 4 sides, right? Around this pyramid. 4 sides. So okay, so let me kind of erase some of what we've done just because it's getting too cluttered. Leave that there. But yeah, okay. So basically we have 4 sides. So the lateral surface area is going to be 4 times, and then the sides are all triangles, aren't they? Let me come on in here and make that clear. So let me just do this one side, then we'll just multiply by 4. Make sense? We'll just take 4, and then a triangle is a half base times side. So it's going to be 4 times a half base times side, because the sides are 4 triangles going around the sides of the pyramid. So 4 triangles, and the area of a triangle, as you know, is a half base times height. So it's 4 triangles, 4 times a half base height. So, okay. So how do we find the area here of this triangle? Base and height, and this, we already know this is 24 across here because it's same as this 24. It's a square base. All right, so that's the base. So this is going to be 4 times a half times the base, which is 24, times the height. Now, what's the height? Well, that is the 33. That is indeed the 33. Let me make that a clear color here. So the height is 33. So the height is 30. Now, I hope I can see where it would be confusing. Because you say, well, I thought this was the height, Mr. Herring. What's going on? Yeah, that's a great question. So let me clarify, because that's specifically why I'm giving you these questions right here that have both surface area and volume. Because in a minute we're going to get to volume, all mixed together. Because on the exam, you know, everything's mixed together, and so I don't want you to be taken off guard or surprised or confused by this. So we got to keep all these different words straight. So the height of the pyramid is 3-dimensional height, right? 3 dimensions, real height. Whereas this right here, this is the height of just the side. That 33 is the height of just the side, meaning it's 2-dimensional, it's flat, right? This height right here is just how far down the middle of the side. That's just the height of the side, not the height of the whole 3-dimensional pyramid. See the difference between those two? So that's what's hard, and I want to help you get ready for that on the exam so that this doesn't confuse you. So we have 2 different kinds of heights. We have the actual height of the 3-dimensional pyramid from the very top straight down to the middle of the base. And then we have the height of just one of the sides running down the middle of the side, hitting the bottom of the side at 90 degrees. That's the height of the side. And that's what we need right here, because we're just finding the sides. So it's 4 triangle sides. So for the triangle side, it's 24 base, 33 height for the side. So there we go. I hope that's all making sense, those differences. And so I'm going to use my calculator on that. And see what we get. I'm getting 1584. 1584. And so that's the area of the sides, the 4 triangle sides of the pyramid, called the lateral surface area. Now they want the total surface area. Again, enter these answers one at a time, submit them, make sure they're right before you go on. Okay, now how do we find the total surface area? Well, that's going to be the base plus, or let me just circle them both. It's going to be these two added up, isn't it? because it's just the base plus the lateral sides. That's the total surface. So it's going to be the 576 plus the 1584. Just add those up on your calculator. Add up those last two answers. I'm getting 2160. That's the total surface area. So that's all four sides, which we got right here, and the bottom, 576. Add it up, total surface area around that pyramid, all four sides and the bottom, 2160. And now, last question, volume. That's a total changing of gears. Do you see that? We just totally shifted. All these calculations involved area, right? Area of the base, area of the sides, total area. And now volume, total shift. Okay, so let's go get our volume formula. Let me grab that. There it is. From our notes. This is from our notes. Okay, so how do we find for a pyramid, the volume? It's right there, 1/3 length, width, height. There's the volume formula. Notice there's no surface area formula because that's just add up all the sides. And they're all just triangle sides and the rectangle bottom. We just did that. But volume, there is a specific formula, 1/3 length, width, height. And notice that height, that H is right on the diagram. It's the actual height of the pyramid. It's not just the height down the middle of one of the sides. It's the real height, straight down the middle of the pyramid, the three-dimensional real height of the pyramid from the tip top straight down to the middle of the ground, 1/3 length, width, height. So let's go on back. So the volume is 1/3 length, width, height. So that's going to be 1/3. What's the length and the width? Well, 24 and 24, that's the length and the width. They're the same. It's a square base pyramid, length, width. And what is the height? Well, we figured that out back here. Let me grab it on this step right here, height of the pyramid. That's the actual height of the pyramid, right? We figured that out earlier. That's why it's important that you submitted that answer earlier to make sure that's right, because we're about to use it. So there we go. Multiply those together on your calculator. I'm getting, what am I getting? I'm getting 5, the volume is 5902.2528. They want us to round to 2 decimal places. It says, cut it right here. There we go. 5902.25. So there we go. That's how we find the volume on that. Questions I can answer on that one?
Yeah, for some reason, I did what you're doing, and I'm not getting that one right.
Huh. Yeah, I can try to help you after.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.